Good morning, everybody. It's Shanda Sumpter with Coffee with Shanda. I'm still in my PJs. These are the cutest PJs ever. I just got them. I think I got them from Free People. Same with the hat. Anyway, I wanted to say good morning, good morning, good morning. And I thought we could have just a really great conversation about what are you neglecting in your life? Are you neglecting having a conversation with your spouse? Are you neglecting your dog and you're not spending time with your dog? I know that might sound hilarious, but there's guilt that is held inside your mind and inside of your way of being when you don't take care of the things that mean something to you. Also, there's a ripple effect of things falling apart because you don't take care of the things that you need to. So I'm a business coach. I help entrepreneurs really never allow money to be a reason why they don't take action again inside their life. And one of the things that I'll tell you is that entrepreneurs often start working on a project, or they get very inspired about something. Like, for instance, I have a bunch of new people who joined my PACE club. And right now they're excited, right? They're excited. They might be a little frustrated about things, but at the end of the day, they're excited. So here's what you have to know about this. So many of them are already experiencing overwhelm, frustration, or wanting to give up, or even being mad at somebody in my company, right? It's like however we show up in life when we're stretched, we show up in life when we're stretched. But the challenge is that we neglect things that are meaningful to us, right? And unless you're a superstar, you're going to come up with these moments where you neglect things that are meaningful to you. So I want you to just do a check with yourself right now. What are you neglecting inside your life? What are you neglecting inside your life that needs attention? Now, let me share something with you. I have a lot of friends who are very successful. And when I look at the pool of us who are very successful, and when I say successful, I mean you're happy, your marriages are working, your fitness is working, but it's not because you necessarily met the right one, that the grass was greener on the other side, or your business is just rocking right now. It's because you were the type of person that was powerful enough to create it, right? You were the type of person who was powerful enough to create it. So ask yourself, when I look at my group of friends who are really successful, meaning that they make more money than they can spend, they have incredible relationships, they're physically fit, they live where they want to live, they hang out with friends that they want to hang out with. They are people who create what it is that they want. So let me share something with you. I have a group of my clients in Marketing Mastery that are hitting a certain level of success, and I'm watching some of them get into relationships. And as they get into relationships, they're feeling the need to pull back so that they can spend time with their relationship. Well, yes, I get that. But what if you could expand your plate in a way of the way that you lead your life, so that you could let go of the smaller things in your life that you don't need to do, so you could still have a very successful company that you're fully focused on, have a very successful relationship that you're fully focused on, have a great fitness level and a great connection with God, right? And I'm trying to tell you that is really possible. And what keeps happening is the guilt creeps in when we're neglecting things that are meaningful to us. So I'll even take this for example. Even this morning, I'm wearing my pajamas, right? So I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning, and I woke up and I was like, I literally thought it was Coffee with Shanda time. So I got up, I took my temperatures because I'm trying to get pregnant. So I checked my temperatures and went to get up, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Bing, I'm wide awake, ready to go. And I was like, you got to go back to sleep. You got to go back to sleep. Got to go back to sleep because it's going to be early, really early soon. We got to get up and do Coffee with Shanda. So then my husband and I ended up getting in this long conversation that lasted until 3 o'clock in the morning. And so him and I are having this whole conversation, this deep conversation about life until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I go back to sleep. He goes back to sleep. I go back to sleep. My son even got up with us. He was talking to us. As we were talking, he was talking to us. He actually brought me the Bible and told me to read the Bible. How crazy is that? And honestly, I don't really talk to my son about the Bible. I probably should, but I really don't. He just knows what it is because if I'm reading it, I tell him I'm reading the Bible and I'm praying, right? And so anyway, so it was just, there were so many moments that were just really neat with my son in the middle of the night or middle of the morning. But anyway, as I digress, but I could have gotten up this morning and my hair's wet. I could have gotten up and I could have did my hair and, my clothes are laid out for you this morning, but I could have gotten up earlier and I could have, neglected the sleep, right? Or I could give up looking good, right? I could give up having to be perfect on this Facebook Live that's going to be out in the ethers of the internet for the rest of my life, right? And I say this to you because some of you guys you're not doing like videos because you want to get them perfect, or you're not in the perfect environment, or you don't have the perfect light. I don't have perfect light right now. My light that I usually use to do coffees with Shanda is somewhere missing between the Pace Club Mastermind and here, and I don't have it, right? And so my team's got to find it. I think it's ended up in storage somewhere. Or you're not writing emails because you don't know what to say and you don't know how to communicate with your list. Or, I saw somebody writing something about, your book and 3 video course, based on your book. I'll answer your question if this thread will let me get up to it, Colby. But my point is that, we put so much pressure on ourselves in all these different areas of our life. And then what happens is we start neglecting things that are meaningful to us. I teach this group called the Pace Club. And honestly, it's as simple can get, the formula to making money. Why money eludes people is because they're so darn stressed out while they're trying to make it. And because you're so darn stressed out, and I get it, like life's happening. Trust me, I have stresses in my life right now too. You have stresses. We all have stresses. Money doesn't make the stresses go away. It just makes life a little easier from some points of view. But the stresses just come on and it's all relative. So the way that you deal with stress has a big indicator on whether or not you'll neglect your kids, neglect your health, neglect your partner. It has to do with how you're thinking. So here's my best give to you, or my best coaching to you, is I would recommend that you write out all the tasks that you do in a day. And whether you believe you could do this or not, you've got one of 2 choices. You either take some things off your to-do list and stretch your goals so there's a longer timeline, and don't be in such a hurry to get there, and be willing to deal with some lack in your life as you create that so that you don't neglect everybody in your life. Or you literally make an agreement with people in your life and you have a timeline that you go after things so that they can be in agreement with you as you crush it and work very, very hard to get your family out of a situation or get them to a new level. But do not be the type of person who just neglects everybody and works and neglects everybody and like leaves your spouse or, your friends, like don't talk to your friends unless you're in need of something, or you get what I'm saying, you guys, like just really, really back up for a moment and realize that the way you show up under pressure is showing your character. And the great thing is we can change our character from moment to moment to moment. There's nothing wrong with us having breakdowns, but the truth is you want to keep getting better. And that's how you make more money, and that's how you create more freedom, is you keep getting better. I have a good group of friends who do average in life, but they talk like they do way up here. And it's funny because I sit there and I know what happens behind closed doors and who they are behind closed doors when breakdowns happen. And the truth is that you have to get really good with your pressure. Otherwise, you're going to find that you neglect things and those things will leave you in life. So I will take some questions and answer some questions. I just wanted to bring that piece to the forefront because I know that we have a bunch of new Pacers who have just gone in Pace Club. I have a bunch of Pacers who are about to graduate in a month. The guys who are about to graduate in the month, you got a month left, finish strong. Like, it's amazing what you can create in a month. Like I can do an entire list build in a month, right? And so it's amazing what you can create in a month. So do whatever you can and ask yourself, what would success look like over the next like month for me wherever I'm at, and make sure you create that. And then what would success look like for you Pacers between now and the next 60 days? And what are you committed and how do you create that? And just stay hyper-focused in the step you're in. And then notice, what are you neglecting? And then how can you create some sort of an agreement, either, you know, date nights, friend nights, whatever you have to do to create that synergy in your life so that it's working. Okay, last note, and I will take some questions. Know that this is the last week that I'm doing Coffee with Shanda. I know, because I am going to take off the rest of the year, and hopefully I can model for some of you guys what it does look like when you set your own calendar and you set your own schedule. So I will probably lose momentum in Coffee with Shanda, or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe you guys will all be there for me when I get back, and we can create this amazing community and keep running it and keep growing it and keep making a difference together. Or maybe it'll be like crickets and you all go find something else to do on your 6 a.m. moments. But my point is that at the end of this week, I am going to stop doing Coffee with Shanda and just focus on just some fun time and not being connected with work. I will be connected with my Pace Club 2018 once a week to lead your call in December. And that will be my give to stay connected with you guys. But I will be disconnecting from everything else so that I could just have a lot of fun. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't pop on and do some Facebook Lives about what's going on in my life. For instance, right now, I'm doing things like stocking stuffers, best hydration product on the planet, M61. For eye cream, ladies. Just want to tell you this, for hydration, I've always had crow's feet and I do not have them anymore. Mixed with this, and I'm not kidding, this product and this product have saved my skin as far as no crow's feet or lines. And, you know, I'm in my 40s. So my point in sharing that with you is this is a lifesaver. So I'm getting this. I'm actually getting these little stocking stuffer sizes of this, and with High Burst, and I'm putting it in people's stockings because I'm just into stockings this year. I don't know what you're into for Christmas, but I'm into stockings because I always love getting them. And so I'm stuffing stockings for the men, for the women, for my aunts, for my cousins, everybody I can. I'm creating these really thoughtful stocking stuffers for people that I love and creating things that I love in it and that I think that they would love. So just sharing that with you as we're going into the holidays. You know, you can do things very inexpensively and really fun and really thoughtful at the end of the day, but I wanted to share that with you. So I'll probably do really fun, this is High Burst. I drink this once or twice a day now. I've decided to stop fighting all the people in my life who take care of me and tell me I'm so dry and dehydrated. And when I drink this, they're like, I'm so hydrated and I have no lines. My makeup artist tells me that when she does my makeup, that I have no lines now. And that's not because I don't get Botox, I don't get fillers, I don't get anything done to my skin. That and this M61 product, I don't know if you could see it, but it's amazing. So those two things are amazing. So I will pop on and do Facebook Lives at random. If there's anything I know that I'm going to do, like go Christmas shopping, I might share it and then take you guys with me. So I will be connected, but I won't be connected per se with a commitment for work. All right. Okay. So, Colby, unfortunately, your question is so far gone on the thread, but what I will do is come back and answer it when I end this Facebook Live. Okay. Okay. Oh, there. Colby, sorry, Colby. I called you, I just called you Corby. Colby. She says, Happy New Year. Please come back in January and tell, and I'll tell you I did it. Never. It's 9 a.m. on the East Coast. Love you, lady. Thank you, Colby. I will be coming back in January to Coffee with Shanda. So I will be back in January, on January 2nd with 6 a.m. Coffee with Shanda. I'm just ending for the year this week. Awesome, Kim Cruz. We'll definitely reconnect in 2018. Colleen, I just started Fizzies with Colleen this morning. I love it. I had no idea you were ending this week, so I can serve just a bit when you're done. Thank you, Colleen. That's awesome. Annie, how are you? We love stockings. Yes, we do. Sherry, oh no, I've been addicted to coffee, but I am super addicted to coffee with Shanda. Thank goodness I still get you in Pace Club. Yes, you do. I know I'll be there. I know I'll be here when you return. Awesome, Sherry. Sherry, also remember this when you start Pace Club. There's a lot of people. There was, and I think in the last group we had 150 people in the last group, and out of 150 people, only 77 showed up to their mastermind. So Sherry, you and everybody else watching that's starting Pace Club, seriously make a commitment that you finish completely strong, no matter what your results are, that you come to the mastermind, because it's so easy when you're not tracking success or when you give up on it to let go. And what I've realized is almost everything comes together when it has to. Almost everything comes together when it has to. So, so basically like this, like when we disconnect from anything and we stop tracking things, this is why if you look in my house, I probably drive my family crazy because they're so kind to me about this, because I really do put Post-it notes up everywhere on my goals. And I always have my main goal in front of me, which right now it's 7 figures a month. And I almost hit it. I almost hit it last month. And so, and I almost hit it this month too. Last month and this month, I was almost hit the 7 figures a month. And the reason why I share that with you is I had that experience hitting 6 figures. Is I had 100,000 or hitting a million. I had $100,000 dollars a month up next to my bed, and it was crazy because I almost hit it, and then I hit it for 3 months straight, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hit it. Because you get so focused on creating value for people when you put your money goals up, and it's all about creating value, right? Because people pay for what they value. That when you get really good at creating value, but you are tracking what you want, you'll hit it. So I think a lot of people start Pace Club strong with high ambitions, and then what happens is you come up against a wall, like we all do, right? I came up against the same wall, and then you either climb over it or you kind of cheat a little bit, you get around it, you get some results, but then you kind of coast, right? And so you kind of coast because you kind of reminded yourself how often you just kind of coast in life and kind of cheat and go around the wall. And you never really want to, you got to wait for something to really inspire you again, to hopes that you might really crush it before you really go after it again. And so I invite you to let all that guilt go and all those limiting beliefs go, and today just go after it. Like today, just really go after it and see what you can create. Like today for me going after it, I'm meeting with somebody who is a COO, and I'm really getting clear about what is the COO even going to do in my company, right? Like I'm not any better than you. There's so many things I don't have a clue on what I'm doing. And as the company grows, I've never been to where it's going. Right? And so just like you guys have never been to where you're going. I don't know what it looks like in my relationship. I don't know what it looks like in my fitness. I don't know what it looks like as a mom. But what I do know is I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And so don't be too humble to ask for help, or don't be too proud. Sorry. Be humble. Don't be too proud to ask for help. And then take the help. Right? Then take the help. So I'm taking the help this morning, and I'm meeting a COO to figure out, to really think through. And the completion goal is to have a job description of my perfect COO. That's what success looks like, not just having the meeting and getting some ideas. So track everything to completion and finish everything. If you don't, you are just living off talent or just living off fumes of what's possible in the life of your name. Okay, Jody, my outcome of what I do, you asked why so many on Fridays. So how about look and feel 10 years? Oh, sorry, Jody, I was not on what you were talking about. She's asking about a title. Jody, I'm going to come back and answer that because it feels off like answering that right this second. I think it feels confusing. So I'm going to go back and answer that. Wendy McKenna, I'm drinking Hypers now. That's super awesome. You guys get it for your stocking stuffers. Go to hypers.com and go get it for your stocking stuffers. And then you start to drink it once a day. I promise you your skin's going to look amazing. You're going to be super focused. Karina, oh my God, I'm so getting that. You look amazing. We miss you. We'll miss you and look forward to 6 a.m.s in January. Thank you, Karina. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to come. I watch Shanda's old videos when she's not on. That's a great idea, Tanya. You know what we'll do? We do have them all up on YouTube. So what we'll do is we'll send out an instant messenger sometime this week with our channel on YouTube. And if you want, I can literally have it set up so maybe twice a week we send you out a past like favorite coffee with Shanda, because we can see like there's some of them that have gotten 12, 15 shares. In fact, if you like Coffee with Shanda, share it, because that's how we can tell if you like the episode. And if we see a lot of shares on it, then that tells us, it indicates to us, oh, people actually like that Coffee with Shanda, and so we pull it back out. So I can actually send out twice a week a Coffee with Shanda, a past Coffee with Shanda, so that you can kind of keep your mindset up, keep your strategy up. You know how it works. It's like the perfect message comes at the perfect time, exactly when you need it to avoid an obstacle or a breakdown that doesn't need to happen. So I'm happy to do that if that would make some sense for you guys, because we can go back and I can pull just the best of Coffee with Shanda based on how we saw you guys commenting and sharing. All right, you guys, so we'll end there. So I will see you tomorrow morning on Coffee with Shanda. And then this will be the last week until January 2nd. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Bye.